All right, everybody, I greatly appreciate you tuning in my channel. I'm BJ from the 478, and today I want to talk to you about my 2022 Jailbreak Redeye Charger. And I swear, if you say that over 2 or 3 times, it is super hard to keep saying that back to back. So the good thing about this car is the power it makes. The bad thing about this car is just like any other charger. So if you've seen one, you've seen them all. The only way you're gonna really know what you got, a lot of people, long story short, they know what this car is. To somebody that doesn't really know, the difference between the Redeyes and the actual regular Hellcats, reason being the badges are all the same, and in the rear it doesn't have the Redeye, but on the side, as you can see, it does have a little jewel in here, and the only way you know it's a jailbreak is that badge right there. So you see that people look through, you want to jailbreak? Yeah, maybe. So people can probably get away with putting that badge on there, but the proof is in the pudding is what's under the hood. So the good thing about the jailbreak is I decided to go with that new edition hammerhead gray interior, which looks kind of sexy, but not as sexy as my wife though. And I also went with the carbon fiber accents in here. I don't know what it is. Carbon fiber does it for me. So I opt to go with the actual metallic gray race stripes, which never really floated my boat, but I said on this vehicle right here I wanted to do something a little bit different. So instead of it just being kind of plain and nice and clean, I was going for a little bit more of the actual muscle car look. So I decided to go with the gray race stripe. Now, if I didn't like it, I can always pull it off because it is still fresh. So I wanted to see what it looked like on the car beforehand, but yeah, in a couple weeks I have the option to pull this thing off. Reasoning being because these stickers, they don't have a clear coat over the top. So long story short, if I decide to keep them on there, what I'm gonna end up doing is having the whole car redone and re-cleared, and then have these race stripes with the under the clear so they can't peel up. Let's check out and see. And like I said, the interior, you're gonna know it's a Redeye. Reason being, you've got the 220 mile/hour dash on here and not the 200. And also, like I said, the proof is in the pudding, and this is what you get right here. This is what I paid for. Ain't she purred? Now that's a big supercharger. That's a 2.7. The regular Hellcats come with a 2.4, and as you can see, that thing is mad. I don't even know how the daggum hood shit, but it does, and it's functional. So the Redeyes actually come with the green belts with the upgraded performance package, and it breathes in air through the snorkel. So that's pretty neat. On my 21, it was the same way. I had the 21 Hellcat Charger. I had one of those as well. But noticeable difference, I can notice it right off the rip, and it's very noticeable, was the size of that supercharger, and and how much is raised up, because I want to say it's an inch higher. So an inch here is an inch higher up at top, and it just makes it look so massive. Don't you agree? But super nice, well-built car. I think this one right here is probably gonna be a keeper for me. Reasoning being, this is a limited edition run on these cars. So these jailbreaks, in this version right here, they're only gonna make up, and they won't go over 500. So say for instance, a lot of people don't put their orders in what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be the lucky guy with a number car saying, say for instance, if they only pump out and people order 384. Well, this is gonna be going back to when this car came off the assembly line. So I'll get a number plate saying, okay, this was number 5 of 384. You get what I'm saying? So that's the luxury, and the only thing it is gonna do is just gonna boost that value, because people always want but they can't get, and you know they stopped making these cars. So when they do the last call on these vehicles, if you don't have your order in, you're gonna be buying somebody else's used car, because you're not gonna be able to get your hands on them, because when they do the last call editions, the 23s are gonna have the badge under here, and it's gonna say, you know, last call on them, because is it October? They won't allow any more of those cars to be built, and then they're going electric. Which I'll have one. Yes. Told Brandon, the CEO over there, the general manager at the Dodge dealership, dude, time they release those electric cars, put me on the list. I gotta get one. I want to be the first one with one down here in middle Georgia, and hopefully we can make that happen. So, in saying that, if you want a great car, you can always go down to 5 Star in Centerville, Georgia. Ask for Quentin Lyons. He's a great salesman. He sold me all my vehicles, and just go above and beyond. Brandon, Tyler, all those guys over there at 5 Star Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, I think as well. I bought my TRX from them. They are a great bunch of guys, and whatever you need, hopefully we can get a promo code going to where if you go over there and see them, just say, hey, BJ sent me, and let's see, can you get a percentage off your trade-in, especially if you want to do a trade-in deal. You can always reach out to me. You can always email me, and we can link up and get you a good deal going on over there, because it's a great bunch of guys, and don't be left out in the cold on not getting one of these vehicles. Now, if you do decide to get a Jailbreak Redeye, what's going to happen is you're going to get a couple key features that are a little bit different from buying just a regular Hellcat. So you have a lot more options. That's the reason why it's jailbreak. Just like you can jailbreak an iPhone or you crack it. Well, when they put jailbreak in front of the Redeye, it means they unlocked all the colors, all the interior. So if I wanted to do on my, say for instance, on my 21 Charger Hellcat, when I got the what is it, frostbite color, I was only able to pick in between, I want to say 3 or 4 interior colors. Well, in doing that, they only offered black. They didn't have this gray, because this gray is new, but they only offered several colors, so I chose the Sophia. When I went with the Sophia, the brown color, I couldn't get any other options. You know what I'm saying? I was only able to get what they had. By this being a jailbreak, whatever color, I don't care what it was, any color match, because certain color cars, you can't get certain color interiors. So with this vehicle and all the jailbreaks is you can get whatever color. Dude, I could have got a daggum, different color brake calibers that didn't match or fit into that platform. I could have got whatever color interior. Just say for instance, this car is indigo blue, which it is. I could have got an all black hood or something like that, or it's just got so many versions and so many different colors you can do. They allow you to put whatever color brake caliper on your vehicle. I think they even offered, they got the new blue, but I didn't choose blue because you know how you put too many blues on something and it's just off-putting. I didn't want to find out was it gonna match or not, so we wasn't doing that. I think the gunmetal stands out enough to where it is very noticeable, especially once I put some wheels on it. But the actual warp speed wheels on here, they're Corbin the carbon finish on here. Actually, it's a satin finish. So it's saying that you have 11-inch rim, and dude, on the 9.5s wheels, they look good, but man, this wheel in 11 on the concave side is just a fantastic design. I wish it was in a 22. They wouldn't come off here, but I'm gonna stack them up and put them in my garage, and we're gonna keep them for a little bit. But what I'm gonna end up doing, like I said, I got 4 different companies I'm deciding to go with, and somebody will cut the mustard, because I'm thinking about picking up and going with Vossen. They make some nice wheels. They're ultra lightweight. I have 22s, I have a new set of 20s, I have some 24s. We're not doing any dumb stuff like 26s, but this car will sport the H&R springs. I do have the Anderson composite front carbon fiber lip going on here. I'll install that probably sometime in the next week or so, once I get the suspension kit on here. All my cars, I run H&R springs. They never let me down. I tried a couple others, not gonna say any name, but I'm not gonna say any other names or companies, because they're all great. But H&R is a German engineering product, and if you know anything about these cars, they sit on a Mercedes frame. So if you finding out something new, my mom always used to say, you learn something new every day. Yes, this car actually sits on one of the Mercedes chassis. It's a foot in the front, it's a foot longer in the rear to make the Chargers, and it's just a standard frame to make the Challengers, which they sit on both the same platform. So like I said, if you didn't know that, you learned something new today. Let's go over one other thing. So like I said, this vehicle, everything about it is the same as any other Charger, Challenger. All of them are going to be the same. You don't get any more, other features. What I did decide to go with was the Uconnect 4C radio. I didn't go with the Harman Kardon system because I'm deciding I may put all my Rockford stuff in here. I will be either running Rockford or JL, but I have a lot of punch stuff I'm probably going to put in here. And you got to say, all those I want to run one amplifier, and all that punch stuff is just great. I mean, any of that and the J audio is some great stuff. So we shall see. You got to stay tuned though. But yeah, the dash is different. You got the jailbreak badge. If you know anything about me, I don't do tint and I don't do sunroofs. But other than that, people, I greatly appreciate you tuning in my channel. If you don't know anything about me, I'm BJ from the 478. I do car audio. I customize a lot of stuff. So if you ever need me, just check out some more of my videos. Please like and subscribe. You got to stay tuned, because in a couple weeks you'll see what this car will look like after I get done adding the secret sauce to it. I appreciate you. You need me? Thank you.